ancient Indian Vedas, Native Americans, island of Malta, East Asian. Every culture has giants. And the Bible, of course. The giants show up all through our culture. And whenever I see that, a lot of what I do is just pattern recognition. Like I wasn't even really a flood myth guy until I started doing my show. And it's like this flood story keeps showing up over and over, no matter what I'm talking about. The flood myth shows up and it's always showing up at the same time as like the end of the Younger Dryas, like these things, it's just the same pattern over and over. Maybe it's a coincidence, but if if one culture has a story about a flood, then they have a story. If two cultures have it, it could be a coincidence. But if you get 40 or 300, then maybe there's something to it. Maybe it really happened. So, so I'm pretty sure that flood happened. Now, as for giants, giants is tricky because we don't have any hard evidence, but we have a lot of circumstantial evidence where the most recent would probably be late 19th century, early 20th, where you just had these discoveries all over America, over 1,000 of them, of these amateur archaeologists finding giant bones. And the story is always the same: is this guy's he's digging and he's like desecrating a Native American burial mound, finds these giant bones, calls the Smithsonian. They come over, they investigate, they take the bones, they go back, and then it disappears. Like that happens over and over through these stories. Is the Smithsonian conspiracy is always involved? But
So are you saying the Smithsonian hides evidence of giants?
I'm saying that the conspiracy theory is that the Smithsonian hides evidence of a lot of things, but what we don't see is we don't see the kind of the dark underside of the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian, I think the first director might have been John Wesley Powell. I could be fact checked on that. Who was like he spent a lot of time with Native Americans, so they were well represented in the Smithsonian. But then he appointed, I forget the gentleman's name, but he was like the chief ethnographer for the East Ohio or something like this, some crazy title. And he gets into a position of power, and it turns out that he sees Native cultures as Native Americans as not as subhuman. He called them specimens.